Hello, everybody, and where you at? We have made it to week number 2 of our 2023 NFL team previews. This is preview number 5 of 32, and it's the Arizona Cardinals. We have moved on to the NFC West after doing the AFC South last week, and I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but if, a lot of people were probably not agreeing with me about how bad the Colts might be, and, maybe their quarterback situation will be better than I thought it was, but I think a lot of people are going to be in agreement with me on this one when we talk about the Cardinals. First-year coach Jonathan Gannon has his hands full. When is Kyler Murray going to return? What are the new pieces to this puzzle? What are the pieces that have left? Are they going to make that big of a difference? All going to get into that right here as we dive into the NFC West with a team. I have a special nugget for you right when we come out of the intro. Okay, Arizona Cardinals time. If our previews were measured time-wise by how good we think a team's going to be, whoops, our time's up. We're over. We're done. This team is not going to be very good. I promised you a special nugget when we came out of the intro, and here it is. There is only one team in the NFL, and frankly, I don't know that I've ever seen this before, but there is only one team as we speak right now, as I record this. This is August the 1st, 2023, and there's one team in the NFL that is an underdog in all 17 games as of right now. Yes, if the results of all the games came out via the rankings or the lines or the point spreads by Caesars Sportsbook, which is the official odds partner of bet.nola.com, then the Arizona Cardinals would go 0-17. That is right, boys and girls. They are not favored to win a single game. We're going to get into their schedule in just a moment because it clearly is important to why they might not be as good as people think they're going to be. They're actually going to be kind of lousy. But it starts, to me, I don't want to start with Jonathan Gannon because I think that Jonathan Gannon is kind of in a no-win situation, really. I think this team could eventually be good if they're able to take what happens after this year, have a really good draft. I like Paris Johnson, whom they got in the first round this year. Great left tackle at Ohio State, is going to play left guard for this Arizona Cardinals team. And I think Paris Johnson is going to be a great addition. DJ Humphries, already a great left tackle. So offensive line is not really the problem for this Cardinals team. Neither is their running back situation. I'm a fan of James Conner. James Conner has proven, in fact, when Arizona gets in the red zone, they have an excellent chance to score because James Conner is the kind of running back that can get in the end zone time after time again. You look at their offensive numbers here on the board, 22nd rushing. That's because Conner, as usual, missed some time. But their passing game wasn't terrible, 18th. Kyler Murray did an okay job when he was in there. But we don't know when Kyler Murray is going to be back. He's coming off of an ACL injury. He may miss the first 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Who knows? What if this team stinks and they're like 0-5, 0-6 as they keep losing? Are they going to be in a rush to rush Kyler Murray? That doesn't make sense. Rush to rush? Rush to rush. There was a band named Rush one day. Oh, I digress again. That's what happens when you get old. Anyway, are they going to want to bring Kyler Murray back if they stink? Or are they going to let Colt McCoy play? I think either way you kind of hosed, right? I mean, your best receiver is Hollywood Brown. Now, look, Hollywood Brown has been an okay receiver throughout his career, but I don't think he's a number one wide receiver for anyone. Rondale Moore, Greg Dortch, Michael Wilson. I mean, that's the best we could do. This team lost DeAndre Hopkins to the Tennessee Titans in free agency. Could be a big hit. Again, I like Hollywood Brown. I think he's a good receiver, but he's not a number one. And especially when you don't know who's throwing in the ball. And Kyler Murray, to me, even before his ACL injury, he wasn't playing very well, in my opinion. I think that this passing rating of 18th is a little skewed. I don't think they were that good. And you talk about Jonathan Gannon, defensive-minded coach who's going to come in. He's going to have a rookie linebacker in B.J. Ojulari, Kajir White, who they got in free agency. There's a reason why they're underdogs in every game. Let's look at their schedule. I mean, we really don't have to spend a whole lot of time looking at their schedule because you can see why they have the potential to have a really, really bad season. I mean, as bad as they were 4-13 last year, they have the 10th toughest schedule in the NFL, and one could argue that it's really tougher than that. I mean, these are based off of projected win-loss totals by Caesars Sportsbook. And if they don't win that first game against the Washington Commanders or at home against the Giants in week 2, when are they going to win? Dallas, at San Francisco, Cincinnati. They're not winning any of those 3 games. The Rams, I don't want to give her a spoiler alert. They're tomorrow here on bet.nola.com, but I think the Rams are going to be better. At Seattle, Baltimore, at Cleveland, Atlanta, maybe at Houston. Underdogs in all these games for a reason. They are very possibly looking at 0-9 by the time they host Atlanta on November the 12th. Their bye week isn't until December the 10th after going to Pittsburgh. And then they finish off the season. I mean, if they only have 1 or 2 wins by the time they get to that bye week, where are they going to win? Against San Francisco at home, 49ers will certainly be in the race for the NFC West. They won't have clinched by then, even if you think they're going to run away with the division, which I don't. Even if you think that, they won't have it clinched by December 17th. Then they have to go to at Chicago, which a lot of people think will be better. At Philadelphia, well, they're the defending NFC champs, and who knows what's going to happen with Seattle. So if they go into their bye week with 1 or 2 wins or no wins, I think if you want to make a side bet of 0-17, which you can bet at Caesars Sportsbook that they won't win any games, I don't know what the odds are. I didn't look them up, but maybe I put $1 or $2 on it because they have a real chance to go 0-17. I don't think they're going to go 0-17. And it's time for our prediction segment. Drum roll, please. 3-14. I think they'll go 3-14. I've got the under 4.5 wins. I like the under. Basically even money to bet the under here. And I know people don't like to go on a limb betting under when it's that low. I mean, so basically they have to have the same record or worse that they had last year. They go 5-12, you lose if you take the under. You tell me where they're going to win 5 games. Who are they going to beat? I mean, to be honest, and we'll put the schedule back up on the screen for you, there is a small chance that they start 2-0. And I mean super small. At Washington, home for the Giants. Small chance they win both of those games. But then you tell me where the 3 other wins are going to come from. They'd have to beat the Rams at least once. They'd have to beat either Atlanta or Houston, in my opinion. And then I think you have to find an upset somewhere else. I mean, anything else would be a fairly big upset, I think. So I don't think I can't find 5 wins in the schedule. I really can't. I think the under is a great bet. I really do. It's one that I'll be putting money on. You know how we like to do best bets. That's our best bet for the Cardinals. Don't see it. Jonathan Gannon maybe has his hands full more than any other first-year coach in the NFL, and that's including his former fellow coordinator from the Philadelphia Eagles, Shane Steichen, who's with the Colts. I think those 2 guys will be in the running for the first pick of the draft next year. Tomorrow, it's the Los Angeles Rams. We can't wait. The news has only got to be better, right? It can't be any worse.